In the vast blue desert of the open ocean, there exists a predator so efficient and so lethal that even the great white shark flees in terror at the mere scent of its presence. These are the orcas, often called killer whales, and they possess the power to dismantle a massive ship or drown the largest creatures to ever live on our planet. Yet in thousands of years of human history, there is a mystery that defies all logic of the wild. Despite being the ultimate masters of the sea, these apex killers almost never attack humans in the wild. Welcome to Wild Planet Fortifix, where today we dive into one of the most chilling questions of the deep. What would happen if orcas actually started eating people, and why do they choose to leave us alone? Before we descend into this investigation, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below about your own encounters with the wild. Your engagement helps us bring these incredible stories to life. To understand why orcas do not hunt humans, we must first look at their reputation. They are terrifyingly smart, fast, and capable of coordinated strikes that look more like military operations than animal instincts. They have been known to sink boats and attack ships simply because they choose to. But when a boat is destroyed, the orcas almost never turn their attention to the people floating in the water. For centuries, humans have encountered these giants in the ocean, and despite the fact that we are not the most peaceful neighbors, the orcas have remained strangely indifferent to our presence. If you look at the food chain of the ocean from the bottom to the top, it always ends with the orca. They are the only true monarchs of the sea. In some regions of the world, people often find themselves in the water alongside these predators, and even then the orcas do not strike. Compared to a great white shark, a human being is completely defenseless. The orca has every opportunity to utilize us as a resource, yet they do not. Scientists may never find a final or absolute answer, but the theories they have developed are rooted in both biology and a deep sense of animal culture. One primary theory suggests that orcas are simply incredibly picky eaters. More than that, they are deeply conservative. Every pod has its own specific preferences that the animals stick to for their entire lives. Anything that is not part of their usual menu is simply not considered food. Young orcas learn their eating habits from their mothers and follow them strictly because they respect their traditions. In some areas, orcas eat only salmon, while in others they focus on seals or herring. This cultural taboo against eating mammals or humans keeps us off the plate. We are glad you are joining us for this deep exploration. If you find this topic fascinating, please take a second to hit the like button. It helps our community grow and ensures we can continue producing high-quality documentaries for you. A perfect example of this group taboo can be seen with dolphins. Orcas are the only predator that regularly kill and eat white-sided dolphins near the coast of British Columbia. However, scientists were shocked to see these same dolphins playing right next to a different group of orcas without any fear. It was later discovered that this specific group of orcas had traveled from the south and followed a strict diet that did not include mammals. How the dolphins knew they were safe remains a mystery, but it proves that for an orca, the rules of the pod are absolute. There is also the possibility that orcas simply find humans to be strange objects rather than prey. Some experts believe that in the wild, there is a universal rule among orcas not to attack humans. This reason is likely both biological and cultural. Orcas have existed for about 11 million years, while humans are a relatively new species on the planet. While we cannot compare to these apex predators in strength, they seem to have decided that we are worthy of coexistence. Another simple explanation could be that we are just not tasty enough to be included in the orca menu. Imagine a 3-year-old child who only wants to eat one specific dish from one specific plate. Orcas are at that same level of stubbornness. Some pods only eat the fattest salmon and will ignore an entire school of other fish swimming right past them. In one case, orcas killed a gray whale but ate only its tongue. It is unclear how they would know what a human tastes like without ever trying one, but perhaps they have a sensory perception that tells them we are not worth the effort. When researchers studied the orca diet, they found that most of them eat fish. Only 10 to 17% prefer marine mammals. This means that for a huge percentage of the orca population, we do not even remotely resemble anything edible. You might confuse a human with a seal, but we certainly do not look like a salmon. Furthermore, those orcas that prefer fish would not be able to switch to a human diet even if they wanted to. Their teeth are too small and are not designed for hunting large mammals. Their jaws are constructed differently, and their evolutionary path has locked them into their specific roles. Then there is the issue of our bones. A human skeleton weighs about 10 to 11 kilograms. When orcas hunt, they do not chew their food but instead tear it into pieces or swallow it whole. Given that an orca can weigh over 6 tons, a few kilograms of bone would not be a major problem. However, the real issue is nutritional value. An orca needs to consume 170,000 calories every day to survive. That is the same amount of calories consumed by 85 humans. If a group of orcas decided to start eating people, they would need to find and consume at least 1 or 2 people per day for each member of the pod. Since orcas usually live in groups of 5 to 30 individuals, a single pod would need to find between 9 and 50 humans every single day. This is simply not realistic, especially in colder climates where people do not go into the water often. Sharks only kill about 10 people per year globally, which is a tiny fraction of what a single orca pod would need for breakfast. We hope you are enjoying this deep dive into the lives of these incredible predators. Please leave a comment and tell us what you think is the most impressive trait of the orca. Your feedback is very important to the Wild Planet XXX team. The math of eating humans simply does not make sense for a creature that can find much better sources of energy. For example, an orca loves to eat the liver of a shark. The liver of a great white shark can contain up to 2 million calories. Compared to the 126,000 calories in a single human, the shark liver is a much more efficient prize. An orca would rather spend its energy hunting a massive shark than searching for a dozen tiny humans. The same logic applies to their other common prey. A salmon provides 1,500 calories, and an orca can eat 15 of them at once. A harbor porpoise weighs up to 220 kilograms, and a dolphin can weigh over 200 kilograms. These animals are much fattier and more nutritious than a human. When it comes to larger prey like a newborn sperm whale or a blue whale calf, the energy reward is in the tons. One gray whale carcass can feed 17 orcas for a long time. It is faster and easier to kill one whale than to find 30 humans. Scientists have also discovered that throughout evolution, cetaceans lost the ability to feel 4 out of the 5 basic tastes. They do not understand if food is bittersweet or sour. The only thing they can perceive is the saltiness of their food. A human weighing 50 kilograms contains about 200 grams of salt. A seal contains much more salt per kilogram. It is possible that orcas simply understand that we are too salty or not salty enough compared to their natural prey. We should be very grateful that orcas have chosen not to include us in their diet. If they ever decided to change their minds, there is almost nothing we could do to stop them in the water. A simple bite from an orca, weighing only 2.5 tons, can cause multiple fractures in a human arm. Now imagine a truly large orca deciding to actually eat someone. The death would be fast and inevitable. There is no real way to fight back against a 6-ton predator that is faster and smarter than you in its own environment. People have tried many ways to stop orcas from attacking boats, such as pouring sand into the water or playing loud music. These methods only work some of the time. We can only hope that the cultural taboo among orcas remains in place. If they started hunting us, it would lead to many human lives lost and likely the eventual extinction of the orca as humans fought back. For now, we live in a strange peace with the kings of the sea. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the mysteries of the deep on Wild Planet XXX. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more professional documentary content. Stay curious and respect the power of the wild. We will see you in the next episode as we continue to explore the truths of our planet. Stay safe and keep your eyes on the horizon. The ocean is not just a body of water, but a vast library of ancient knowledge where every ripple tells a story of survival and every shadow hides a secret. As we look deeper into the relationship between humans and orcas, we find ourselves standing on the edge of a psychological abyss. It is one thing to understand the biology of a predator, but it is quite another to look into the eye of a 6-ton creature and realize that it is looking back with a level of recognition that is almost human. This connection is what makes the absence of conflict in the wild so profound. Welcome back to Wild Planet XXX as we continue our investigation into the mystery of the orca and its strange bond with humanity. If you are finding this exploration as gripping as the deep sea itself, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We want to hear your voice in the comments section below. Do you believe that orcas possess a moral code that prevents them from attacking us? Or is it purely a matter of biology? Your thoughts are what keep this community thriving. To truly grasp the intelligence of these animals, we must look at how they perceive the world through sound. An orca does not just see with its eyes. It uses echolocation to create a three-dimensional map of its surroundings with a precision that makes human technology look primitive. They can detect the internal organs of a prey animal and identify the exact species of a fish from hundreds of feet away in total darkness. This means that when an orca encounters a human in the water, it knows exactly what we are. It sees our skeleton, our heartbeat, and our lungs. It knows we are not a seal, and it knows we are not a fish. This clarity of perception is perhaps the greatest reason why accidental attacks are so rare. In the history of the ocean, there have been moments where the line between species blurred into something resembling a partnership. In the early 20th century near the coast of Australia, a group of orcas led by a male known as Old Tom actually assisted human whalers. They would alert the humans when a whale was nearby and even help herd the target into shallow waters. In exchange, the whalers would allow the orcas to eat the tongue and lips of the catch. This is a level of interspecies diplomacy that suggests orcas are capable of understanding complex social contracts. They saw a benefit in working with humans, and they took it, showing a tactical flexibility that is unique in the animal kingdom. However, this same intelligence becomes a double-edged sword when orcas are removed from the wild. In the vastness of the sea, an orca is a king, but in a concrete tank, it becomes a prisoner of its own mind. Many experts argue that the rare cases of orca aggression toward humans in captivity are the result of severe psychological trauma. When a creature that is used to traveling 100 miles a day is confined to a small pool, its social and mental structures begin to collapse. The tragedy of these incidents is a reminder that while orcas may choose peace in the wild, we must respect the boundaries of their natural world. We are honored to have you with us on this journey. If you appreciate the level of detail and the professional quality of our stories, please give us a like and share this video with your fellow nature enthusiasts. Every share helps Wild Planet X reach a wider audience and allows us to continue our mission of documenting the wonders of our planet. The mystery of why orcas leave us alone may also be tied to their incredible memory. These animals live for many decades and their brains are highly developed for social learning. Some researchers believe that orcas may pass down stories of their encounters with humans, just as we pass down stories of our encounters with them. If a pod had a negative experience with humans in the past, they might teach their young to stay away. Conversely, if they have learned that humans are not a threat, or perhaps even a source of curiosity, they maintain that status quo. They are a species that lives by a set of rules, and we are simply lucky that those rules do not include hunting us. As the sun begins to set over the horizon, the orca pods move silently through the waves. They are the ultimate expression of power and grace, and they remind us that the ocean still belongs to those who were there millions of years before us. They are the silent rulers who have chosen to coexist with a species that often fails to show them the same respect. The orca is a mirror of the ocean itself, beautiful, terrifying, and deeply mysterious. Thank you for being part of this monumental journey on Wild Planet X. We invite you to stay curious, stay observant, and always honor the power of the natural world. Our exploration of the deep is far from over, and we look forward to bringing you even more incredible stories from the wild. Until we meet again in the next chapter, keep your eyes on the horizon and your mind open to the secrets of the sea. Stay safe and stay wild. The depth of the ocean is not just a physical space, but a psychological frontier where the orca reigns supreme. To truly understand the mind of this monarch, we must look at the physical organ that drives such complex behavior. An orca brain can weigh up to 10 kilograms, which is more than 7 times the weight of a human brain. But it is not just the size that matters. Inside that massive skull is a specialized lobe of tissue that does not exist in any other species, including humans. This extra lobe is dedicated to processing social and emotional information, suggesting that orcas experience feelings of love, grief, and joy with an intensity that we can only begin to imagine. Welcome to the final chapters of our journey on Wild Planet XEX. You are witnessing the culmination of a decade of research into the most intelligent predator on our planet. If you have been moved by the stories of these sea kings, please subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe that an animal with such emotional depth should ever be kept in a tank? Your engagement is the light that guides our exploration of the deep. This emotional complexity is best seen in the grandmother effect. Orcas are one of the only species on Earth, along with humans, where females live for decades after they stop reproducing. These elder matrons are the living libraries of the pa. They carry the knowledge of ancient migration routes and the locations of the best hunting grounds during times of famine. In years when salmon are scarce, it is the grandmothers who lead the way, ensuring the survival of their children and grandchildren. They do not just provide food, they provide wisdom. This matrilineal structure is so strong that a male orca is 14 times more likely to die in the year following his mother's death, showing that even for a 6-ton killer, the bond with family is the most vital lifeline. In recent years, we have witnessed a chilling display of orca dominance over other apex predators. Off the coast of South Africa, 2 orcas nicknamed Port and Starboard began a campaign of terror against the great white shark population. With surgical precision, these orcas would flip the sharks upside down to induce a state of paralysis before removing only the liver. The sharks are so terrified of the orcas that they have abandoned their traditional hotspots for years at a time. The mere presence of an orca is enough to silence the most feared hunters of the sea. It is a reminder that in the ocean, there is only one true king, and everyone else is just a guest in their kingdom. The mystery of why orcas choose not to hunt humans remains one of the most beautiful enigmas of the natural world. Despite their power and their capacity for violence, they have shown us a level of restraint and even curiosity that is truly humbling. They have approached our boats, they have offered us fish, and they have looked into our eyes with a recognition that transcends the boundaries of species. They are a mirror of what we could be, a species that possesses ultimate power, but chooses to live in balance with the world around it. Thank you for being part of this incredible odyssey on Wild Planet XOX. Your support has allowed us to bring the secrets of the orca into the light. If you have enjoyed this professional documentary series, please hit the like button and share it with those who respect the wild. As we look out over the endless blue, we realize that the orca is the heartbeat of the ocean. They are the guardians of the deep, the keepers of the ancient songs, and the undisputed rulers of the blue planet. Their story is a testament to the power of intelligence and the endurance of family. As long as the orcas swim, the spirit of the wild will remain unbroken. Keep your eyes on the waves, keep your heart open to the mysteries of the sea, and always remember that we are just one part of this magnificent wild planet. Stay safe, stay curious, and we will see you in our next adventure into the unknown. The influence of the orca extends far beyond the physical boundaries of the water and into the very fabric of human mythology and science. Across the globe, from the freezing fjords of the north to the sun-drenched tropical reefs, these predators have been observed engaging in behaviors that challenge our understanding of animal consciousness. One of the most fascinating aspects of their existence is the development of unique dialects. Just as humans speak different languages, orcas from different paws use distinct sets of clicks and whistles to communicate. These sounds are not just random noises, but complex linguistic structures that allow them to coordinate their lives with the precision of a high-tech society. Welcome back to Wild Planet XOX as we reach the deeper layers of our documentary on the Lords of the Ocean. If you are captivated by the hidden cultures of the sea, please take a moment to subscribe and leave a comment about which orca behavior surprised you the most. We are dedicated to bringing you the most professional and immersive wildlife content on the internet, and your support makes it all possible. In the waters of the North Atlantic, orcas have developed a hunting technique that looks like a choreographed dance. When they find a massive school of herring, they do not simply swim through it with their mouths open. Instead, they use a method called carousel feeding. The pod surrounds the fish and blows a wall of bubbles to trap them in a tight ball. Then the orcas flash their white underbellies to disorient the herring before slapping the water with their powerful tails. The shock wave from the tail slap stuns hundreds of fish at once, allowing the orcas to pick them off one by one. This is a display of tactical genius that requires every member of the pod to know their exact position and timing. It is proof that in the world of the orca, intelligence is the ultimate weapon. The mystery of why these creatures do not view humans as prey, might also be linked to their sensory systems. Orcas possess a sense called magnetoreception, which allows them to perceive the magnetic field of the Earth. This biological compass helps them navigate thousands of miles of open ocean with perfect accuracy. When they encounter a human, they are not just seeing a physical shape, but a complex biological signature. They may perceive us as a species that is fundamentally different from anything else in the sea. This recognition, combined with their inherited cultural knowledge, creates a barrier that prevents them from crossing the line into predatory behavior toward us. As we examine the future of these magnificent beings, we must address the growing threats they face from the modern world. Noise pollution from shipping and sonar interferes with their ability to communicate and hunt. Overfishing reduces their food sources, and chemical pollutants build up in their bodies, affecting their health for generations. Despite these challenges, the orca remains a symbol of resilience. They have survived for millions of years, adapting to every change the planet has thrown at them. Their survival is a testament to the power of the family unit and the strength of a shared culture. We hope this journey has given you a newfound respect for the monarchs of the deep. If you find this level of detail valuable, please hit the like button and share this story with others who love the natural world. Wild Planet X is committed to telling the stories that matter with the seriousness and depth they deserve. As the tide pulls back and the stars begin to reflect on the surface of the water, the orcapods continue their eternal patrol. They are the silent witnesses to the history of our planet, the masters of a world we are only beginning to understand. They remind us that there is a deep and ancient intelligence living beneath the waves, one that chooses peace over conflict and family over isolation. The orca is the soul of the sea, and as long as they thrive, the ocean will remain a place of wonder and mystery. Thank you for being a part of this extraordinary exploration on Wild Planet X. We invite you to stay curious, stay respectful of the wild, and always keep your mind open to the secrets of the deep. Our mission to document the wonders of our planet continues, and we look forward to sharing our next adventure with you. Until then, keep your eyes on the horizon and your heart in the wild. Stay safe, and we will see you very soon in the next chapter of our story. The final frontier of the orca legacy resides in the silent exchange between two of the most advanced minds on this planet. When an orca approaches a human vessel, it is not merely a chance encounter, but a deliberate act of curiosity from a being that has ruled the waves for 11 million years. We have explored their biology, their culture, and their terrifying power, but we must now face the reality of our shared future. The orca does not need us to survive, but the ocean needs the orca to remain a functional and balanced ecosystem. They are the regulators of life, the ones who decide which species flourish and which are kept in check. Welcome to the ultimate conclusion of this massive investigation on Wild Planet XCX. You have traveled through the freezing Arctic, the deep canyons of the Atlantic, and the storm-tossed Southern Ocean to understand the heart of the killer whale. If you have been moved by this journey, please subscribe to our channel and leave one final comment to tell us your thoughts on the kings of the sea. Your presence here allows us to continue our professional mission to document the most extreme and beautiful parts of the natural world. The mystery of why orcas do not eat humans is perhaps the greatest gift they have ever given us. It is a sign of a high intelligence that can distinguish between a natural source of energy and a unique biological anomaly. In the wild, an orca has every advantage. They have the speed, the teeth, and the numbers to erase any human presence from the water in a matter of seconds. Yet they choose a different path. They choose a path of observation and occasional interaction. There are stories of orcas guiding lost sailors to safety and pods that have spent hours playing in the wake of research vessels. This choice of peace over predation is a hallmark of a truly sophisticated consciousness. We must also reflect on the massive energy requirements that dictate every second of an orca existence. To maintain a body that can weigh over 6 tons in the cold waters of the abyss, they must be relentless in their pursuit of calories. As we have seen, a single human is a drop in the ocean compared to the 2 million calories found in a shark liver or the massive weight of a whale calf. The orca is a master of efficiency. They do not waste energy on prey that does not provide a significant return. This cold and logical calculation is what has allowed them to colonize every corner of the globe, from the equator to the poles. As the human world continues to expand its footprint in the sea, we are beginning to see a shift in orca behavior. The recent events of orcas disabling sailboats near the coast of Europe show that they are capable of learning and adapting to new challenges in real time. Whether this is a new form of social play or a reaction to the noise of our engines, it proves that the orca is a dynamic and evolving species. They are not static relics of the past, but active participants in the modern world. They are watching us just as we are watching them. We thank you for the incredible support you have shown throughout this documentary series. If you believe in the importance of protecting the rulers of the deep, please hit the like button and share this final chapter. Every view helps Wild Planet XX bring the raw and unfiltered reality of nature to a global audience. As the final light of this narrative fades, we look out at the horizon where the black fins of a pod break the surface one last time. They move with a grace that hides a world of power. They are the architects of the ocean, the keepers of the deep, and the only true monarchs of the wild. Their journey continues in the dark and silent places where we cannot follow. They remind us that the earth is a place of infinite wonder and that we are lucky to share it with such magnificent beings. Thank you for being part of this journey on Wild Planet XDX. We invite you to stay curious, to stay observant, and to always respect the ancient laws of the sea. Our exploration of the wild planet is a never-ending mission, and we look forward to seeing you in our next professional documentary. Until then, keep your eyes on the waves and your spirit in the wild. Stay safe, stay curious, and we will see you very soon. The ocean is calling, and the secrets of the deep are waiting to be discovered. Farewell for now from the team at Wild Planet XDX. The investigation into the orca mind leads us finally to the most profound realization of all, that we are witnessing a global civilization that exists without a single building, book, or machine. The orca empire is built entirely on the foundation of shared memory and vocal tradition. While humans rely on external technology to store their history, the orca stores its entire world within the folds of its massive brain. Every hunting ground, every safe harbor, and every family lineage is preserved through a complex language of clicks and whistles that has echoed through the deep for millions of years. Welcome back to Wild Planet XX. We are standing at the edge of the final truth regarding the masters of the ocean. If you have followed this series from the beginning, you now understand that the orca is not just a predator, but a conscious entity that shapes the very environment it inhabits. Please take this moment to subscribe and share your final thoughts in the comments. Do you think humanity will ever truly bridge the gap and communicate with these sea kings? Your support is the heartbeat of our channel and allows us to bring the most professional wildlife narratives to the world. The mystery of why orcas choose not to attack us in the wild may be the ultimate testament to their social intelligence. In the animal kingdom, most predators operate on a simple binary of fear or hunger. But the orca operates on a third level, evaluation. They possess a theory of mind, meaning they can likely understand that other beings have their own intentions and thoughts. When an orca looks at a human, it does not just see a collection of calories. It sees another intelligent being. This recognition creates a unique psychological boundary. They seem to understand that we are a different kind of power on this planet, one that is best observed rather than hunted. This level of restraint is even more impressive when we consider the sheer physical dominance of the species. A mature male orca has a bite force of over 19,000 pounds per square inch. This is enough to crush the hull of a small boat or snap the spine of a great white shark like a dry twig. Yet, when interacting with human divers, they often move with a gentleness that seems impossible for a creature of their size. They have been known to bring fish to humans or gently push lost swimmers toward the shore. This behavior suggests a capacity for empathy that transcends the typical boundaries of the predator-prey relationship. As we look toward the future, the survival of the orca depends on our ability to respect their kingdom. The oceans are becoming noisier and more polluted every day. For a creature that lives in a world of sound, this is equivalent to living in a constant, deafening roar. Protecting the orca means protecting the silence of the deep. It means ensuring that the grandmother orcas can still lead their pods to the ancient salmon runs and that the young calves can hear the songs of their ancestors. They are the guardians of the blue frontier, and if they vanish, the ocean will lose its most profound voice. We hope this journey into the soul of the orca has been an experience you will never forget. If you have appreciated the depth of our research and the quality of this storytelling, please give us a like and share this documentary with those who seek to understand the natural world. Every share helps Wild Planet XX continue its mission to reveal the hidden truths of our planet. As the moon rises over the dark water, the pod disappears into the abyss. They move as one, a silent and unstoppable force of nature. They are the lords of the tide, the thinkers of the deep, and the only true monarchs of the sea. Their story is a reminder that we are not alone in our intelligence, and that the world is much bigger and more mysterious than we often dare to imagine. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary odyssey through the world of Wild Planet XEX. Stay curious, stay observant, and always honor the power of the wild. We will see you in our next adventure as we continue to explore the magnificent secrets of our planet. Stay safe and keep watching the waves. The silent majesty of the open sea is often broken by a sound that resembles a rhythmic pulse, a heartbeat shared by a family that has never known the boundaries of land. As we look at the orca, we are looking at a creature that has mastered the art of living in total harmony with the most volatile environment on Earth. They do not fight the ocean, they are the ocean. Every movement of their powerful tails and every breath taken through their blowholes is a testament to a design that has been perfected over millions of years. They are the ultimate expression of biological grace, a predator that does not need to hide because it has no rivals to fear. Welcome back to Wild Planet XTX for the final segment of our deep dive into the world of the orca. We have traveled across every ocean to understand the mind of this king, and we are honored that you have stayed with us on this journey. If you have found this series enlightening, please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment about which part of the orca story touched you the most. We produce these documentaries for those who truly respect the wild, and your engagement is what keeps our mission alive. The question of why orcas leave us alone may never be answered by a single scientific paper. But perhaps the answer lies in the concept of mutual respect between two dominant species. Throughout history, humans have been the masters of the land and orcas the masters of the sea. There is a strange, silent understanding that has persisted through the ages. Even when we have encroached on their territory with our massive ships and loud engines, the orca has maintained its distance or approach with a curious, non-aggressive spirit. This suggests a level of maturity in their social structure that allows them to tolerate a species as unpredictable as ours. We must also consider the role of play in the development of orca intelligence. Young orcas spend hours engaging in complex games, chasing one another through the kelp forests and leaping high into the air. This play is not just for fun, it is how they learn the physics of their world. They learn how to use their weight, how to calculate speed, and how to work together as a unit. This long childhood, protected by the watchful eyes of their mothers and grandmothers, is what allows their brains to develop the sophisticated social and emotional processing that defines the species. They are raised in an environment of love and learning, which may explain why they do not lash out in blind rage in the wild. As we face the environmental challenges of the 21st century, the orca stands as a sentinel for the health of our planet. They are the top of the food chain, meaning they are the first to feel the effects of a declining ocean. By protecting the orca, we are forced to protect the salmon, the seals, the sharks, and the very water itself. They are the ultimate ambassadors for the blue world. Their survival is our survival, for a world that cannot support the orca is a world that has lost its biological foundation. We must ensure that the songs of the pods continue to echo through the deep for millions of years to come. We hope you have enjoyed this monumental documentary on Wild Planet XTX. If you believe in the importance of sharing the truth about the natural world, please hit the like button and share this video with your friends and family. Your support allows us to maintain the professional quality and depth that our audience expects. As the final notes of this story fade into the mist, we see the black fins of the pod heading toward the open horizon. They move with the confidence of those who know exactly where they belong. They are the keepers of the deep, the masters of the hunt, and the silent thinkers of the sea. Their story is our story, a reminder of the incredible beauty and power that exists just beneath the surface of our awareness. Thank you for being a part of Wild Planet XCX. Stay curious, Stay respectful of the wild, and always keep your heart open to the mysteries of our magnificent planet. We will see you in our next adventure as we continue to uncover the secrets of the wild. Stay safe and keep watching the waves. The ocean is a vast and ancient stage where the line between predator and poet is often blurred by the shadows of the deep. To truly understand the orca is to realize that we are looking at a creature that has solved the riddle of existence without ever needing to touch the dry earth. They are the only beings that possess a global culture that is entirely oral and social, a civilization built on the resonance of sound and the strength of the bloodline. Every movement they make is part of a grander design, a legacy that has remained unbroken since the dawn of the marine world. Welcome back to the final conclusion of our journey here on Wild Planet XX. We have explored the tactical genius, the emotional depth, and the cultural mysteries of the black and white monarchs of the sea. If you have been moved by this exploration of the ocean's greatest mind, please take a final moment to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe that orcas see us as a threat, a curiosity, or perhaps even as a lost relative from the land? Your voice is a vital part of our mission to document the wonders of our wild planet. The physical presence of an orca is a masterclass in evolutionary engineering. A mature male can weigh up to 20,000 pounds, yet he can move through the water with the silent grace of a ghost. His pectoral fins are not just for steering, they are sensitive organs that can feel the subtle vibrations of a heartbeat from yards away. His teeth are perfectly spaced to grip the slippery skin of a salmon or the thick blubber of a whale. But despite this arsenal of destruction, the orca uses its power with a level of restraint that is almost philosophical. They kill only when they must eat, and they hunt with a precision that minimizes waste. This is the discipline of a true apex predator. One of the most haunting aspects of the orca legacy is their connection to the concept of grief. There are documented cases of pods staying with a sick or dying member for weeks, refusing to leave them even as the currents pull them toward the abyss. This capacity for mourning suggests that their social bonds are not just a matter of survival, but a matter of genuine emotional connection. They feel the loss of a family member just as deeply as we do. This emotional weight is what drives their intelligence, forcing them to develop new ways to protect and provide for those they love. In the world of the orca, no one is ever truly alone until they are gone. As we look toward the future of our oceans, the orca remains our most important indicator of health. They are the guardians of the blue frontier, and their presence is a sign that the ancient rhythms of the sea are still beating. If we allow the orca to thrive, we allow the entire ocean to flourish. They teach us that power is nothing without intelligence, and that intelligence is nothing without family. They are a mirror of the best parts of ourselves, reflected in the dark and deep waters of our planet. We thank you for the incredible support you have shown throughout this documentary on Wild Planet XX. If you have appreciated the professional quality and the depth of our storytelling, please hit the like button and share this story with the world. Every view and every share helps us continue our mission to bring the raw truth of the wild into the light. As the final light of the sun dips below the waves, the orcapod moves as a single shadow across the horizon. They are the silent rulers, the masters of the deep, and the undisputed kings of the wild. Their story is a reminder that we are just guests in a world that belongs to those who were here long before us. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay curious, stay observant, and always honor the power of the natural world. We will see you in our next adventure as we continue to uncover the mysteries of our magnificent wild planet. Stay safe and keep watching the waves.